tutorial, we'll use Gallnut as a mordant for our fabric. Mordants help bind dye to fiber and improve color fastness. We use Gallnut as a mordant for our weld project. Now we'll spend a little more time on the details. I'm also processing large quantity of dish towels in advance. Fabric preparation is so important, but takes time. My plan is to separate the practical process of preparing the fabric from the creative process of dyeing. For plant-based fabrics such as cotton and linen, use mordants like tannins, salt, vinegar, baking soda, alum, and cream of tartar, which can be used as brighteners. Clear tannins include oak gallnuts, Terra spinosa pods, and sumac bark. Some dyes contain natural tannins, so no extra mordant is needed, like walnut, black oak, pomegranate, rhubarb, couch, and fustic. After scouring your fabric, treat it in a mordant bath to prepare it for dyeing. I am using ground oak gallnut extract from Iowa. Gallnut is a clear tannin. Other tannins are yellow or red-brown, which may be desirable for your project. Gallnut is made from ground oak galls, which are rich in tannins. They are harvested, dried, and ground to a powder. Oak galls are created by parasitic wasps, which use genetic engineering to create their nurseries. You can gather and prepare oak galls yourself or purchase oak gall powder commercially. For this project, you need a large soaking bucket, a large pot, a heat source, and a candy thermometer. Recently, I thrifted a couple of stainless steel pots. Last year, one of my aluminum pots was stained from onion skin dye, which may have changed the weld dye color. Stainless steel pots help prevent color transfer. You can work in the kitchen for this project, but always ensure good ventilation. For safety, wear a face mask when measuring powders so you don't inhale small particles. You need to know the weight of your fabric so you can calculate the quantity of mordant to use. According to Iowa, the weight of fabric percent for Gallnut is 12% for Gallnut powder, 6 to 8% for Gallnut extract, which we are using. We'll use 8% WOF for our dish towels and t-shirt, which weigh just over a pound or about 462 grams. Mordanting is not like baking a cake where precise measurements are necessary, but it is good to get familiar with the concept of WOF in dyeing. For each pound of pre-scoured cotton fabric, we'll use 3 tablespoons powdered oak gall extract for 2 to 3 gallons of water. You also need a candy thermometer. The mordant works best if the tannin bath temperature does not exceed 180 degrees Fahrenheit or 82 degrees Celsius. Techniques vary, but this time we will pre-soak the scoured fabric, simmer the gallnut in water, add fabric and soak, rinse the fabric in cold water. Let's get started. Soak the pre-washed and scoured fabric in hot water for at least an hour or overnight. This helps ensure the fiber soaks up the gallnut evenly. After pre-soaking scoured fabric, place the gallnut extract in a pot of water and stir to dissolve. Bring the solution to a simmer, keeping it under 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Simmer for 30 to 60 minutes. Remove the pot from the heat and let cool. Lift the dish towels out of the soaking pot, squeeze out excess water, and add them to the tannin pot. Steep the towels for 8 to 24 hours. Rinse thoroughly in cool water and then use the rinse and spin cycles on your washing machine. At this point, you are ready to dye your fabric. Treat it with alum brightener or store the fabric until you're ready to dye. For today's video, we are labeling the fabric for storage with plans to dye at another time. In closing, I found that none of these processes, like scouring or mordanting, are difficult, but they take time, often stretching over several days. Much of that time is spent soaking the fabric in various baths. As mentioned earlier, this year I'm preparing batches of fabric in advance so that the material is available when I'm ready to dye.